Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. At the 45, on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Motion from the offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Zimmerman. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap.
And man, it has got to be so...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And now this offense will take the field again. Going up top on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Booker. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with it.
He bangs his way in for the score.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
On second down, wants to throw. Finds his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. and a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Zimmerman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Caught by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 43. And that's good enough for a first down.
They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to point an attack.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They're willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
Here comes the hurry up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Wide out in motion. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Stone. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Pulls it and fires to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Wide receiver shows motion. They want to just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Tackle is made at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Getting some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
We'll get it started here in overtime. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on first and goal. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he made the extra point without problem. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the inside. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. He's looking to pass. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. They're bringing heat. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know this is an offense. You don't have plays designed for your quarterback to hold on to the ball that long when you're throwing from an empty set. You have got to get rid of the football soon.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The tension, the intensity, the drama. The offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab. The desperation 4th